I'm going to just tell you, I have to admit it, you two are my favorite characters this season.
Really?
No way.
By far. I
Thank
thought
you.
I thought the arcs you portrayed in this season were just phenomenal.
Thank you. I mean, again, I'm giving so much of the credit to the writers because they set us up so
They did.
well.
The writers are
But thank you.
amazing.
I really appreciate
Phenomenal.
that. That's so kind of you. Yeah, seriously.
Tyson's
so
my favorite
cool.
character this season too. Like,
I mean,
genuinely, actually. So
Such a cool introduction to kind of the family.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
know what you think of him because he's got this quiet intelligence, but at the
Yeah.
same time he's so simple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But so caring.
Totally.
How do you look at him?
It's very much that. I think we had those conversations early on because in the book there's multiple ways to kind of interpret kind of where he sits with that, and so we really wanted to kind of respect him as deeply as we could, and with that fleshing out, when you kind of take his story and put it on screen, obviously there's that three-dimensionality. It's like we wanted to make sure that the emotional intelligence was something that was super clear of him just kind of being able to read a room like that. Even if his vocabulary is still a little bit more immature, with him being like such a young cyclops, and him still finding his place in the world and being able to communicate and connect with everybody. So it was really, really cool because I think again it was like being able to have something that was like so innocent and beautiful, but also with kind of a painful past. I think as an actor is such a like weirdly, I would say it's a really amazing experience because I think I've experienced a lot of things, and to be able to kind of bring in kind of like the sadness and pain from my own life, weirdly enough, into characters. It's like you've talked about it being therapeutic, but more than that, I feel like everybody goes through things, and so to be able to kind of connect with the audience in ways that kind of span both the power that he gets from that and the protective nature that he kind of gets from having experienced these things and not wanting anybody else to experience that pain is just such a beautiful thing. And I don't know, I was given such an incredible character to be able to play, and so I'm really, really grateful and really, really proud of what we were able to kind of put together. So, yeah.
It's amazing.
I echo everything. Like, I'm serious. I echo everything that he just said. It's so true.
But it's very similar to Clarisse,
It's
too.
true. Like it's so rare that you have the opportunity in life to alchemize like the kind of all the negative things that you go through, because like everybody goes through stuff. Like that's just life. It's a part of what makes you a better person. Like, you know, but having the opportunity to like face it in an environment where everybody's encouraging you and you feel safe and like you can just let it out, because like it's kind of your job to just be like emotionally like naked, you know? It's just so cool. We got really, really lucky.
And I think it's why people love Percy in general, the whole show, because it is a lot of these different types of characters who are exactly that and kind of showing their pain, but they're finding community within that, which is really cool. I love the camp aspect of that.
Absolutely. And I think it's also too, I said it once, I'll say it again all the time, it's like so important, especially that this is a YA show, to be honest, because yes, it is a YA show, but you're touching really real, really serious like topics that like people deal with this stuff for their entire lives. So for kids to be able to see themselves in these characters actually, and like not just the pretty parts, and understand that like it's gonna be okay. Like if I had that when I was young, like I'm so grateful for where I am right now, but it's like my mindset about things would be so different. So I don't know. I think what we're doing here is really, really cool. I'm super excited to be like a part of this. This is sick.
Totally.
I love too though this season her journey to be friends, because it feels like it's such a challenge for her, and at the same time then it comes so easily once it happens. What was that like?
You know, I think it comes from her, like the pride that you get from your family. And it's that same thing of like kind of when you're growing up, kind of until you hit like, I don't know, I'd say like freshman or like sophomore year high school, you are like the opinions that you hear around you. And so I think a lot of that resistance to bonding with people outside of her cabin comes from that like pride that you get from your family. And then she's kind of thrust into the unknown, and the illusion, I think what's like the insane part is the illusion that she has of her father is immediately dismantled as soon as she gets on that ship. Completely. Like everything that she thought about him and about the way he does things and how if I can just be like him, I will be doing everything right in life, gets dismantled in 2 seconds. And then it forces her to change her entire the entire way that she thinks, like her structure, like her value system is completely different. And it comes so easily just because, I mean, you really think about it, everybody's cousins, everybody's related. So it's like you're just starting to understand like who your family like really is, and that it's okay to trust them and that it can,
I
it can
feel
be
like
good.
there's this cool thing, and I don't know if I'm stepping.
No,
on-
come,
okay,
come.
but of like you start to see the characters also accept you.
That's
In a
true.
really interesting way,
It's
where
true.
yeah, they're frustrated and annoyed with you for sure, but there's also this acceptance of like, okay, she's one of us, and we got to do this quest together, and
Yes.
they're really like joining you, not just pretending to bring you in on
It's
things
true.
and then doing their own thing.
They really are accepting her for who she is, and I think a lot of the reason why she was the way that she was because there was this idea that she got from her father that she is incapable of being loved.
Sure,
Like,
totally.
unless she performs it, unless you are aggressive and unless you are witting, you are not deserving of
And
love.
not even love, like it's more just like demanding respect and through fear.
It's true.
And so to be able to find love outside of all of that, I think is really special.
Exactly.
But anyways, yeah.
Sorry.
Getting ahead
This
of
is
ourselves.
exactly
this is
what
so cool.
It's just so cool that this is exactly what the room is like in prep. Like this is
Yeah.
what we do all day
That's
long.
so cool.
In prep. So yeah, this feels fun. I feel familiar right now.
Okay.
Last quick thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Name a moment that you thought was the coolest payoff for the character this season. Whether it's in the finale or before, because I love the moment in the finale that you get with Poseidon. I mean, there's so many cool little things.
You know what it was? I think it's in episode 7. I think the just that like sigh of relief of she did it, she made it.
Right.
Is like when Walker passes Clarisse the fleece and like they really just address each other and like see each other and like she's a different person from that moment on for the rest of the series. And yeah, that's that moment where I feel it in my heart right now. That's the moment where I feel like she has that biggest like payoff. I love it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And like you said, like the emotional moment with Poseidon, I think is such like an insane thing. But also, funnily enough, like the moment where like he blocks the sword of like Luke, you know?
Yes.
I
Yes.
think it's like he's saved him so many times, but there's this thing of like he's met this guy, you know? It's not, and it's such a personal thing, and I think even though it's such a short moment, also the aggressiveness of the protection. He's finally starting to find comfortability with the darkness of what he's experienced and
Right.
being a monster and being able to love himself for that. And I think that for me is weirdly more emotional than the connection with his father because it's more of this acceptance of himself.
Yeah.
And so this thing of being like, hey, being a monster is not a bad thing, and it's can be really like your strength is something that's beautiful. It's not something that you need to be so careful of all the time and have to tiptoe around everybody. And so I think it sets him up for the growth for the next seasons coming up really, really well. So
That's
yeah.
beautiful. Like being able to accept like the power that you have and like understand that if you don't abuse it, that it is something that can actually keep you and all your family safe. Like
Totally.
not hurt them.
Totally.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you both
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
cool to talk about the show.
Thank you, likewise.
Thank
Like
you
always.
so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.